Hi guys, it's Ruthie and Clay with the Popple Backyard Farm, and this is our community tank with mainly live bears, and we have some Cory cats in here which do lay eggs, but we've got guppies, mollies, and swordtails in this tank, and I want to show you what we do with the babies here. We have lots of grass. Honey, you can chime in anytime, sweetie.
Hornwort.
Hornwort. And what's going on here for your average community tank?
To have babies, you need a lot of plants.
Yes, because we have lots of babies in here, but we do not have all the babies that they had because the big fish will eat them. But if you're the average guy that just wants a tank, it's not a bad setup because the big fish will eat some of the babies, but you'll usually end up with a few, right?
Yep.
So you still get
only the strong survive. They head for the grass and stay there.
So we've been getting, a few babies out of each of the times they've had their babies, but we just don't have all of the babies because as fast as they give birth, they are eating them, which is typical with live bears. They say, 80% of guppies eat their babies, but we do have a lot of babies. If you look up here, they're all different sizes. We have some bigger babies. We have some, I'm trying to show you what we've got in here. If I can show you, we've got baby, little tiny mollies, little tiny swordtails, little tiny guppies, which are all the live bears. But they're all in here, different sizes, whoever made it. So we have, so each month we'll get a few more babies that will join in the tank. Let's see if I can show you some real teeny tiny babies. Now see, she's got that dark on the back of her, what's called gavet spot. My husband's going to be better at saying these things. Gravid spot. So she's going to have some babies. She's about ready to go. And when they get boxy, that's how you know that it looks like a little box more than rounded. That's going to show that she's really close. So there'll be other things that they do. But let me see. I want to show you some. Now that there's shrimp. We have little shrimps we feed them. But you see this little teeny baby there. Nice. We've got some other ones than that, but there are quite a few babies in here. And the babies that we're seeing are the ones that have made it. So each time that they have babies, which is like every 30 days or 20 days, or, it depends on, I think it's like 25 to 30 days. A lot of them will have their babies, and so you will have babies. But the key to having babies, if you don't want to do breeder tanks and breeder boxes and that, is just have lots and lots of plants, places for them to hide, and you will get a few. And so you don't have to get into the breeder boxes and all that if you only want to have a few babies to kind of replace what you already bought, and then just enjoy the tank. And it's exciting. Sometimes you see the babies right away. Sometimes they pop out a few weeks later, depending on where they head. Of course, now, because I'm filming, you don't see the babies all out like you might normally see because it is what it is. But the babies are all different sizes, and they usually will hide at the bottom of these plants. The mollies are hard to see because the gravel is dark. And I suggest, Clay mentioned it to me, getting dark gravel if you have mollies because they can hide in there easily. And let's see if I see any who's hiding out here. But, like this is a 20-gallon tank, and if we had 50 babies from each of our fish every single time, that'd be a lot. So this is just enough to keep the tank kind of replacing itself. And even with this, we're going to get a ton of... This tank will get really, really full. But you can see there's babies all up in that grass hiding for survival. And they'll grow out and get bigger, and they grow quick. So if you don't want to do breeder tanks, you don't want to overcrowd your tank, just just get some grasses up at the top, and the babies will all go there and hide out, and you'll still have lots and lots of babies, but you won't have so many babies that you won't be able to handle it, and
you'll get a couple that'll survive.
yeah, each time you'll get a few that will survive. You might get 2, you might get 3, you might get 5. You just never know, but it's enough that every month, imagine if every month you had, you added like 10 new babies to your tank, and they all grow up and they all get big. Okay, guys, remember, big or small, you too could be a backyard farm. God bless.